Hey everyone, welcome back to the RPGames YouTube channel. My name is Ralph, and this is going to be an episode of a bit of kingdom management. So what I want to do in this episode is build up Tarcandor, our new village in the Southern Narlmarches, if I'm not mistaken. We currently have the following status, so we are a neutral barony. We have a community rank 2, value 34, loyalty rank 2, value 54. We have military, which we still need to rank up, that's still at rank 1, but a value of 45. We have economy at value 38 and rank 2. We have relations at value 9. We have divine at rank 1 and value 11. We have arcane at value 12. We have stability at value 19. We have culture value 5 and espionage value 3. We have 568 build points, and let's see what we can do in Tarcandor. So first of all, I'm gonna start off with piers. It's always a good thing. We're gonna build a pier. We are gonna build the walls, of course. And now, the rest of the bunch is going to be a bit of a puzzle, I think. Let me take a look. So, I want to have a longhouse, which costs 50 BP. We're going to place that over here in the middle. I want to have a tavern, which is adjacent to that longhouse. That will give me +1 economy, and because it's adjacent to the longhouse, it will also give me +1 relations. And the tavern will also give +1 espionage if it's adjacent to a barracks. So that's the next building we're gonna take. So the tavern, we're gonna put that one adjacent to the longhouse, right there. So now we have the choice, basically. We can place the barracks either next to the longhouse for +1 stability, or we can place it next to the tavern for +1 espionage. And well, since espionage appears to be hard to come by, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna place it next to our tavern. That's where the barrack goes. Then we have some specific shops here. We have Shinyha's Shop of Exotic Curiosities, which needs to be next to a, let's see, gives +1 economy if it's next to a tavern or longhouse. So we're gonna place it next to the longhouse. Place it right there. We have an armor shop here, a local artisan, who's gonna give us +1 economy if it's built adjacent to a tavern or a longhouse. So we're gonna build that next to the tavern, right there. And then I've chosen to boost the relations, since our relations is currently at 9, and I really want to start unlocking an advisor, or more advisors at least. So this one will give us +1 relations, and it's gonna give us +1 stability because it's in a settlement with a tavern. So we're gonna put the brewery right over there. Then we're gonna put a watchtower because that gives us +1 espionage. And where are we gonna place that? Yeah, we have 2 spots. Let's put the watchtower over here near the rocks. Here we go. Then I'm really looking at what is possible. No, not what is possible, but I will now really try and increase the stats where I don't have an advisor yet. So that is basically my purpose here in Tarcandor. So that means that I'm gonna build a monolith, even though I have the advisor for that already, but I can still rank it up at some point. So this monolith is gonna give me +1 divine, and if it's in a separate slot, it's gonna give me another divine. So that's +2 divine. Over there, nicely in the woods. Should be a great place to worship. And then we're gonna put some more worshipping stuff in here. Let's take a quick look. A monument. Monument gives +1 community, +1 loyalty. And a shrine gives +1 divine. And if it's adjacent to a monument, it gives +1 divine. So that's a lot of divine, actually. It's Tarcandor is going to be a very religious community. I'm sure Tarcandor himself is going to really enjoy that. The other option is to place... let me see, what is the other one that I can place? The Herbalist House. Herbalist House is a possibility. That would give me +1 arcane and +1 loyalty. Yeah, I'm gonna go for my original idea here, because it provides more stats, even though I have this one unlocked already. So the monument is gonna be over here, and then the shrine is going to be next to it. And that is Tarcandor, and now we only have 193 build points left. Damn, these build points, they go fast. It's amazing. So that is Tarcandor built up. It's gonna take us a couple of days to get those bonuses, but hopefully we'll be able to, you know, to get a nice boost and get our status here back to stable. I don't know why it's worried. Unrest changed from stable to worried because of negative current BP or BP per week. But if you look at the BP per week, I mean, it's 34 per week and it's 193 BP. So I don't think it went negative at any point actually, but anyway, we also have a capital, and the capital can use a bunch of buildings too. Let me quickly grab my notes, because I haven't really figured out everything for Solistar yet. What I do know is that I want to place a, what's it called? Mage's Tower, I think. Yes, a Mage's Tower. Oh, it's 100 BP. Holy crap. But it gives me +4 arcane, and if it's built in a separate slot, another +3 arcane. So that's +7 arcane. If we look at the stats, that's gonna boost arcane almost to the level of getting an advisor, I guess. So that's what I want to build here. Oh, that's nice. It's a nice building. There we go. Another thing I can build here without any question is... I probably don't have enough. Do I? What's it called? Oh, the lighthouse, right. The lighthouse gives +1 stability, +1 espionage. And can only be built in a lighthouse slot, which would be right there. And now we have 33 build points left. That's how fast it goes, these build points. So I'm gonna need to do a little bit more adventuring to try and get more money so I can build more build points. And I need to figure out a little bit of a schedule here, if I need to... And I think I do need to switch over some places, because there is some buildings which are very handy when adjacent to a barracks. Like, for example, let's see, a fort, I think, was adjacent to a barracks, was interesting. Let me see, is that the case? No, it's not. What was it that was interesting next to a barracks? Oh, a jail, probably. Yeah, jail. I'm guessing it was a jail. Yeah, that gives another stability. So, yeah. Jail, fort and barracks. We need to make like a nice package of those three. And yeah, we're gonna do that in a different episode once we've gathered a whole bunch more of build points. So what is the status here with all the events? We have Tristian coming back in one day from some nasty rumors. We have the event of the month, like a party going on, I guess, with Harem. Valerie's taking care of some refugees. And then we have a gigantic amount of open events. Yeah, signed from above. Another bandit's outrage. If we look at this, it's just massive, the number of projects that there still are. So this trade agreement is never gonna happen. This is not gonna happen. This I want to do, but it costs 100 BP. The curse, that's fine. This one needs to happen in the next month, upgrading the military. This one is not gonna happen. Yeah, this is gonna happen when I have more advisors. Love of the people is something that we could do at some point. It gives us an overall bonus for a building. Let's see. The counselor. Counselor is what exactly? Is that community? We need to rank up the counselor as well. We need to build a road. That's gonna cost us 80 build points, but it's gonna give us a nice boost. And actually I should, like the next time when I'm getting a whole bunch of build points, I'm gonna focus on the events, because I'm noticing that they're gonna give me a lot more boosts to my stats, it seems. We have the trade agreement with Mygar Varn. Still need to do that. The restoration of Bronze Shield Fortress, which will give us military and stability. And then the Talden Mine, which gives us +3 community and +3 economy. They all cost a whole bunch of build points. Let's see. Have I covered everything? If yes, then how about I just skip one day and see if Tristian was able to deal with these nasty rumors. A triumph. The advisor reassured the people on a positive note. The people now believe that with the new ruler on their side, they will have the power to overcome any future obstacle, which gives us +4 loyalty. That's amazing. So I think that's where I'm gonna leave it for this episode. Or should I do the... yeah, maybe I can do the ranking up of the general. Yeah, why not? Let's do that still in this episode. It's gotta happen at some point, and it's gonna happen right now. And that will also probably give us the resolution for 2 other events that are going on. And probably is gonna give us a whole bunch of other new events since it's the beginning of the month. Or, well, now it's the end of the month, but... Military has reached rank 2 thanks to the general and the baron. The baron's military has reached new heights. Well, there we go. The luxuriant ritual procession fascinates the locals. Congregations fill the temples, and the citizens devote themselves to mindful contemplation. +5 divine. Wow. Okay, well, that's a nice boost. Let's see, we have a -3 community because Valerie wasn't able to reassure the people, unfortunately. Well, that can happen. And now we have way too many new ones. Okay, so a sign from above, that's not a new one. Bandit's Outrage is not a new one. The Gambler. A Fae came to visit the region. He seems to love gambling more than life itself. He tempts people into playing with him, then squeezes them dry. Fae is already dragging around a cart full of gold he's won. It's time someone stop him before he bankrupts the whole region. Let's quickly take a look at... okay, that's Jubilust. A mysterious cult promoting idleness and debauchery has emerged in the region. That's probably gonna be Harem or Valerie, yes. An invitation to a celebrated folk festival was delivered to the castle. Okay, we can put a bunch of people in that one. Enchanted Wind, that's another one that we had in the past. The Treasurer wants our attention in the throne room. The High Priest seeks our advice in the throne room. And the General seeks our advice in the throne room. Holy crap, yeah, that's because of our stats now. We can rank up a whole bunch of things again. So we can rank up Divine. We should be able to hopefully get a new position for stability. I would love to get a new advisor slot, but there is still no advisor there. I don't get it. Okay, let's head to... what was it? Let's head to the throne room, that's right. And see which difficult choices we're gonna have to make. Harem mumbles to himself, pulling on his beard. Finally he notices you. Grand Blackforge, allow me to speak for those who cannot protect themselves and their fate. The priests of Eristil and the priests of other gods. They've all turned against the ancient fates that once flourished in the stolen lands, now long since passed into eternity. Their final traces are the ancient shrines and idols, which lay hid among the swamps and woods, symbols of transience and decay. They wish to demolish these idols. They seek to destroy with fire and chisel all that would remind them that all things must come to an end. Whoever it was that once worshipped these idols, their fate deserves our respect. It's your decision, but I would not destroy these ritual places just because the god they are devoted to isn't well known. I myself serve such a god, often decried by ignorant tongues. Well, yeah, so being neutral, I would say leave the idols where they stand. Someone worships them, we've no right to interfere. That is a neutral reply, so that's the one I'm gonna go for. That's the right decision, Grand Blackforge. I'm not 100% sure about that, but you know, gives me +1 community, +2 loyalty. That's something at least. Did you see the cloak when Amiri bowed forward? Like it was completely stiff. It's a cloak of resistance. Probably it's resistant to folding as well. Well, Grand Blackforge, it's me again. Our army is growing. We got more soldiers, but not enough commanders. There aren't no clever ones among the recruits. Without good command, you know, you can't run an army. In some armies, the officers are wizards or shamans. They might be brainy, but they don't know a damn thing about soldiers. But when I was in Bervoy, I seen those, you know, sword lords. They look skinny, but they know their weapons and soldiers look up to them. I think we should hire them to be commanders in our army. They'll definitely have the troops' respect. Well, why not? Sure. Hire a sword lord. Right, fine, I'll go tell the others what you said. Relations +2, okay, that's good. And then we have Jubilust, another stiff cloak. Greetings, Baron. Let's not beat around the bush. You and I simply must discuss taxes. Oh boy. I don't know how often you go to the treasury, but I go quite often indeed, as my service requires. Well, there is less and less money in our coffers, with the demands of the barony keeps growing. We simply must raise taxes whether your subjects like it or not. That's not a good idea at all, actually. I think this is a choice where I've seen a lot of comments about this one, that if you raise the taxes, you're really gonna get into trouble. So, I'm wondering if it's worthwhile, like, let's lower the taxes slightly, allowing the economy to grow in the future. First of all, we need to think about the common people. I think that's a good idea if we want to not get riots on our hands, but of course Jubilust is not gonna like that one bit. At least you're not taking the shirts off their backs. Very well, I shall execute your order, Baron. Alright. And there is more. Someone who doesn't have a cloak. Oh, it's Buchan. There you go, a little something from old Buchan. Potion from protection, Eagle Splendor, protection from fire. Great. More stuff we're not gonna use. If you ever need anything in particular, just let me know. If you're not sure, I'll go home and think something myself. Thank you, this will prove useful. You may go now. My pleasure. I only hope that no one throws it away or leaves it to rot in some old chest. Oh well. We're gonna get a visit from all of the... Oh, it seems like it does. I greet you, O most worthy one. As decided, I have stepped upon the path of the master smith, as fated by the perfect human. Since a rare few in these lands appreciate the aesthetics of the Vudrani, I have decided that my gifts will be made for you. However, even though my feet may carry me swiftly to the top of the mountain of perfection, on this path I shall need the help of someone tactful and dependable. Someone such as you, O worthy one. If you are ready to aid me, come see me at my workshop, and I shall tell you of my need. Okay. That's another quest, and it's a quest from one of our like craftsmen, artisans, so that's an important one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the episode here. I'm not gonna run around some more and do some quests. It's just a kingdom management episode, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope, well, let's say, if you have advice, that would be very interesting actually. If you have advice on the placement of all these buildings next to each other, then by all means leave a comment. And let me know what kind of combinations I should be looking for. If you're enjoying the content, by all means leave a like or a comment or a dislike. That's fine too. Any interaction is very much appreciated. It really helps with the algorithm and getting my videos found. And after the sales talk, I'm gonna wish you a amazing day or night or evening, and I'll see you in the next video.